Here's Texas. They have more oil than any other state in the country, and yet they've developed more wind energy than anyone else. They get it. Here we are. We've got the ocean, beautiful ocean right off our coast. Why are we not using that? Why are not? Delaware is moving ahead on it. Massachusetts is moving ahead on it. We're not doing it, and this is why I continually raise the issue about Dominion Power. We've got to have a mandatory renewable energy standard. If we don't do it, folks, we're all wasting our time.
I'm Ashley Manx. I'm also a Napoleon Hill Scholar.
What year?
Sophomore.
Great.
As the automobile manufacturers advance to electric cars beginning in 2010, and the consumer begins to purchase hundreds of thousands of all-electric or hybrids, what impact do you see on Virginia's ability to generate much-needed highway construction and maintenance funds? What remedy might you have for highway funding without a gasoline fuel tax?
Yeah, good question. First of all, as governor, I think we ought to be building the hybrid cars here. You look at the opportunities, the land we have open. This is one of the big arguments that I make. If you go back and look at the last 15 years, Virginia has not been successful winning one single what you call a mega project deal. 1,000+ employees. We didn't bid on the BMW deal. That was a $5 billion investment, 5,000 people. We didn't bid on ThyssenKrupp, the steel manufacturer. That was a $4 billion investment, 4,000 jobs. International Paper, Kia. I go to the whole litany of them. Now, Martinsville, 20% unemployment. You're telling me that they didn't want 5,000 jobs? You say, oh, Terry, you know, we didn't bid on it because it didn't make sense for us. We couldn't make money. How do you know if something makes money if you're not sitting at the table negotiating? Now, I'll negotiate every deal. If it doesn't make sense, you'll walk away. But we're not even at the table. You can't win a game unless you suit up and get on the field. We're not even there. There's about 12 consultants who pretty much move all the major corporations around. They don't even ask Virginia for an RFP. We're not even on the list. That's a disgrace when we got unemployment numbers the way we do. As governor, I'll compete for every deal. Now, that's why I got to win the House of Delegates and get some like-minded folks with me, because we don't give the governor any tools to negotiate. No tax incentives, no bonding authority. I got to compete against Governor Phil Bredesen in Tennessee or Governor Haley Barbour in Mississippi. Unlimited ability to go get jobs. We don't give the governor. The governor's opportunity fund here in Virginia is $20 million. That's not going to get you a big deal, folks. So, you know, there's a lot of things I look at. But when you talk about hybrid cars, we should be building the hybrid cars. Governor Barbour is about to negotiate a new deal, thousands of jobs, to build a lithium battery to go in the new hybrid car in Mississippi. Why didn't we go after that? I want to go after all of those. So the way I look at it, if we want to put a wind farm off the coast in the Atlantic, we ought to be building them here. We need manufacturing jobs here. We need high-tech jobs. We need it all. And as governor, when I negotiate a deal, I'll negotiate the whole package to bring those here. So for me, when you talk about hybrid cars, we should be the leader on it. Now, you raise an important point about our maintenance fund. We're the only state in the United States of America today that spends more money on our maintenance than on our construction. In 2014, very important point, we will not have the state match money available to us to finish up the projects with the federal government for our federal highway matching funds. You get $4 federal for $1 state. And in 2018, zero federal highway funds will Virginia be available to apply for. Everybody in this room should be concerned about that. That is your taxpayer dollars that are going to go to 49 other states because we have mismanaged our transportation, and we are no longer going to apply for a 1-to-4 multiplier leverage match of federal government money. That's why this matters. That's why the governor comes in, working with the General Assembly to change these things. We're in serious problems. Transportation is a mess. Northern Virginia is gridlock. Hampton Roads, it's gridlock. I talk about we need to 4-lane US 58 all the way up. Stops in Martinsville, goes to Chew, goes over that Lover's Leak, no trucks will go on it. Why is it important? Because in 5 years, the Panama Canal is going to open up their third lock. Deepest lock. All the ships from Asia that today come to LA and offload a third on train, 2/3 on truck, they're all coming through the Panama Canal. Where are they going to come to after that? They're coming to the East Coast. Do they go to Savannah, Jacksonville, Baltimore? They come to Hampton Roads today, they say no, because we can get the cargo off the ship onto the dock, but it can't get out to the commerce of America. If I can fix this with US 58, which should be a top concern of mine, I can create thousands of new jobs, and then you can build production facilities out here and all over. That's what we have to be focused on.
Several southwestern Virginia local governments have adopted resolutions favoring the so-called Pickens Plan and enhancing the use of natural gas in large truck fleets. Southwestern Virginia has huge natural gas reserves to utilize. How do you see natural gas in the state's energy mix, and have you taken a position on the T. Boone Pickens energy plan?
Yeah, as I say, I spoke to T. Boone the other day. I support his plan. I support what he's doing on natural gas. I support what he's doing on wind. I believe in giving you more authority here at the local level to do what you have to do on natural gas, so I support it 100%, and it should be a better mix in our fleet. Clearly in our cargo fleet, our state car fleet, absolutely support it 100%.
Good afternoon. I'm Shakima Robinson. I'm a senior here, and I'm from Hornaker, Virginia, so I'm native to the area, and I'm also a Napoleon Hill Scholar.
Great.
All right. In the most recent session of the Virginia General Assembly, a bill was enacted to enable county public service authorities to build natural gas, commercial, residential, and industrial service infrastructure, since private firms do not want to make the capital investment in low population density areas like Wise, Dickinson, Buchanan, and Russell counties. How would you, as governor, endeavor to assist localities in building rural natural gas public service infrastructure, or would you?
I would support that 100%. And I think we should use tax money to help incentivize, tax incentives, and bonding authority to help you leverage those investments. I would support that 100%. As governor, I would do whatever I can to help people, obviously bring down their costs of energy, to create more jobs, which I say is my #1 job. And that's, I have an issue with this year's General Assembly. They knocked out 82% of the alternative energy tax credits. 82%. Other states were adding them by the dozens. We're taking them out. Well, how do you expect folks to come in here and invest here in Virginia on alternative energy, which, as I say, are sustainable jobs for the next 50 or 100 years, if we're not enticing to do it with tax credits? So I would support that 100%.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next question. Carbon-based fossil fuels have been the backbone of the regional economy for more than a century. Electric generation capacity in our nation is about 50% dependent on coal. What plans do you have, if any, to boost coal to liquids or carbon sequestration technologies or other cutting-edge research technologies in Virginia's coal fields during your would-be term as governor between 2010 and 2014?
Good question, and as you say, we get 50% from coal, which lights it up. So under my 4 years as governor, which is, we have one term here of 4 years, all you can begin to do is lay out a lot of frameworks. I am a supporter of President Obama on the CCS technology. We don't know where it's going to go. As you probably know, off the North Sea, off the coast of Norway, they say they have a very large facility that they can do the sequestration. Don't know. There was just a story 2 weeks ago that in Pennsylvania, southwest Pennsylvania, they think they have a spot where they can put the sequestration for several hundred years. Don't know the answer, but we should continue to move forward. We want as clean coal as possible. You're not going to change it overnight, but my